Welcome to another video on my monorail built with fischertechnik, which is controlled by a fischertechnik rover interface and ultimately controlled by this BeagleBoard running embedded Linux, Ubuntu Linux, connected by a serial cable to a minicom serial terminal on a computer. Right here also an HDMI connector connected to this monitor, which is currently disabled, but it is necessary to properly boot the BeagleBoard. Also connected to with this USB cable to this USB hub, and then which is in turn connected here to this USB to Ethernet connector, and via this cable to the interface. Now I have put the whole connector here, which was previously right here, and the reason is that I have put right there an Ethernet switch, so I can put everything here now, which is somewhat more comfortable. Anyway, right, and here I still have the old Carriage. Last time I did at very last a nice test, and that test made sure that the Carriage is now running nicely and more or less fluently. So I had to change the direction of my algorithm, because it was not quite nice. A wrong direction. It also needs to well, here it needs to unwind first, but anyway, I had to rewire some things, and all in all it should now run nicely. I also said that this is not that this pulley system is not really what I like to use, because it very severely limits the length of it. However, as extensive tests have shown, this pulleys, this carriage, which use propellers, has shown not to work nicely, properly and consistently. And now I have been thinking about it, and the reason might be also what I've come across with controlling this motor and this motor at the same time with the same port. That didn't work out. Either they go half speed, or one works and the other doesn't. So that comes down to the same experience I have with the old Carriage, where speed suddenly inexplicably slows down, doesn't do anything, etc, etc. So I think that was the same thing. The only problem is now I can use wire attached to the rail, and here it collects it, here it gets from the rail and goes here. So now this motor and the other motor are controlled separately, which is not possible through the rails when you use two motors which are interconnected. Anyway, so much for introduction. Let's start and see whatever happens. and I already see some problem here, so I have to quit it. Now this is not what I like, but what happens here is that it winds completely off the winch, which is of course not the intention. So this is not nice. I have to unwind and rewind on this one and see if I can keep everything nice and stable. So first oops already happened, alas. Alright, so now everything could of course happen because this side wasn't as under tension as it should be. This part is now more or less okay. Took a while. So now let's put the camera in the middle and let's see whatever happens. So yeah, first starting. This seems to be nice, and then I have to assist. This is better. And then what happens? And I have to interrupt. Because what happens is this is not as under tension as it was. And if I pull it this way, neither this is this, and this is the culprit, because as it looks like, and I have to do more tests, then it looks like that this motor runs faster than the other. So again, this one is the culprit of the lost tension, and it looks like that this motor runs faster than the other one. So how to wind up again? That's a good question. Not quite sure. I can, yeah, okay, let me put it this way, and then here yeah, there's not enough rope to completely wind it. So okay, let me use the diagnostics. Open. Yep, do so. Now step by step, and I have to do it left, the left direction. Oops, oh, stop. This is too much already, and I'm afraid I'll have to guide it. So this is one, way too much rope, and yeah, let me drag this down. No, that's the wrong way. Do it this way. You can see something. So this has to pull up in a very controlled way. Almost there. No. Yeah. So more or less, it should not be more tense, but this is the way it is best right now. Close again. And then let's see whatever happens once again. Right in the middle, it should pass around. So let's see. Hopefully this goes well this time. Carriage is pulled off, so that's not so good. And I'll have to cancel it because it is pulled away. It's pulled off. And here, look here. So, okay, let me put the carriage on the wheels again. So now I do wonder why this happens. It's not because of the elasticity of the rope, because there is no elasticity in it. It's not flexible at all. So the only reason that it is this way is because this side is running faster than the other one. And there's an equal side of rope on, counted from the carriage. Equal amount. So the fact then that this one is under way less tension than this one means that the other one runs faster, which I don't like. And by the way, this reminds me of the fact that I have had with the power motor, which you can see on my my robotic hand, I had issues with those motors as well in the past, because one seemed to run faster than the other one, and then I was told that there is no motor that runs equally as fast as another motor of the same type. I don't know if that is true, but I've been told. So two exactly the same motors, seemingly exactly the same, and you give them the exact same amount of energy, one will run faster than the other. And that seems to be applicable here as well, unfortunately. Alright, so now from a new perspective, that you can see everything and I don't have to move the camera every time. So let's see whatever happens. Okay, this doesn't go right, I notice. Here it unwinds, on this side it unwinds seemingly quicker, although I'm not quite sure of it. Okay, let's go, let's continue. Oops! Oh, that was not the intention, obviously. So now it has become like this. Okay, let's wind this one. And that is like this. And now I have to wind all the way here. And of course this was not the idea. Okay. So, is it long enough? I would say yes, but apparently the answer is no. Okay, let's start again from the current position. Oh, this goes wrong. Okay, stop it. This goes completely wrong. Look at this. Not wind up at all. And here it is totally gone from the winch. So you can see it is totally gone. And that is what the wire looks like right now. Okay, anyway, here it blocks the signal right now, so let's do it the other way. And that goes wrong immediately. Look at how this is winding up now. Not good. So, taking a look from here all the way here. Not really what I hope for. Not at all. And then to point to origin of problem, I'm not quite sure. Not sure at all. Now, my hypothesis, my theory of one motor going faster than the other, I'm not quite sure now. Another thing is, of course, that because of this rope, it is not nicely winding up. So this right now should be looking like this. And of course the other side needs to be firmly wound up. And the first rounds I can do manually, although that is not really nice. That said, why is it doing like this? I haven't even paid attention to the oscilloscope signals, so let's take a look there as well. But first, a proper wind up of this side of the track. Another idea is not just with the oscilloscope, but also how are these lamps doing? 1, 2, and 3. To check that, I can of course use the diagnostics. So that is again 5, 6 and 2 if I'm entirely correct again. 5 and now it's 2, 5 and 6. Alright, they are absolutely working, no doubt about it. So that is not a problem. Close and prepare for another run. And I've been thinking about one other thing as well, which has everything to do with the distance here. So the carriage comes along here, and then this is the light. Let me remove this one. This is the light that signals the end of the track. Then it should stop. However, the real end of the track is immediately afterwards. So if there's the wheel is slightly here, so it precedes the block. So with a bit of bad luck, it gets pulled off the track, and I think that's one of the problems as well. So a solution would of course be to move this one piece here, but for now let's see if things go the way they should, although I doubt that given the current experiences. So let's just see. Okay, there it goes. Yeah, it gets completely pulled off. No stopping. And then looking at wait a second. This is very odd. Wait, something odd is going on here. Here it says 111 and here it says 101. Yeah, alright. So it blocks 0. Again. This goes way faster, or something is not right in the algorithm. But right now the situation is like this. Yeah, right, not right. Again, pulled off the other winch entirely. And I can't extend the track because the rails is not long enough. So the very big question is what to do. Not quite sure, but I'm sure of one thing: this is not working. Okay, time to tidy up and fix. Alright, and now it gets a bit interesting, more interesting, because when I measure this distance and compare it to this distance, this distance is larger. So indeed I can safely move this right here and test again. So this one compared to this one, which is now slightly smaller, but it's further away from the end of the track. Now of course I should do exactly the same with the other side, which is of course the photo transistor right here, which I have to move. Alright. That's better. Or should be better anyway. So this is giving more space on the track. Question, of course, will it really help? The only thing I can do is test again. So, being in the middle of the track, no, not true. Being at that side of the track. Let's see if the signaling makes it stop in time and not ruin everything once again. So this one goes here for now, and let's run it. Alright. No. As if this... Oh, this is bad. As if this signal isn't even noticed. And once again, look here. It starts with 110. 110. As if it doesn't, as if the whole algorithm doesn't work. This is bad. This is really bad. Okay, unwind again. Motor 2. Okay. This is the place where it should end. And take a look now how much rope I have left. And this one hasn't unwinded completely yet, but it sure doesn't stop at the right place. So there is something really wrong. How to solve it is another question. And for this episode the time is up, so I thought maybe this would be the end of the entire monorail series, but things are still to be improved, can be improved. So yeah, it's not working the way I expected. Too bad, but more chances. So that's the end of this episode video. There's still little whining of the motors, but as you can see, oops, sorry for that sudden movement. As you can see here, the wire had to stop here and pulled it all the way over, and here it has all but unwinded. In fact, it did unwind completely, but rolled the other way, because it should roll this way. And the fact that it is now under instead of over means that something went wrong on this side, as we already noticed. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Give the video a thumbs up. Leave a comment or suggestion. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And please, if you like this video and my other videos as well, and my website, please donate some money. It will be greatly appreciated. since I'm not making any money otherwise. And also you can become a patron and have your name mentioned as a supporter. Very much appreciated. For now, thanks for watching, to be continued, and bye bye. And by the way, everything on my website, social media and ways to support are under this video. Once again, thanks for watching.